Alrighty, welcome back. We've got the wheels painted. That was quite exciting for us. We get to see the color. The wheels turned out quite amazing. They did. They turned out really amazing. They're all nice and flat and smooth. They look really shiny. I'm happy with the way they were seam sealed in there. I'm happy with all of it. Basically, what I'm going to do now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rip some tape off. We'll rip the tape off the back wheels. The front wheels, these are the front wheels. I know that because of the centers. We'll rip off the tape for the back wheels. I'm glad I noticed that. And then we'll put them on the rear end. We'll take the plastic off. We'll let the rear end down. We'll slide it underneath so we can see the white against the black, basically, so you get to see that. Jolene has brang out her interior and her wood and carpet color. So this is going to be the color of the car. This is going to be the interior. That's the ostrich. You can see like it looks like the feathers are in the ostrich. This is faux ostrich. It's not real, I don't think. It feels real, but it looks real. But that's the color of the interior. This is the color that she's going to want the carpet. So that's like would be the seats, the door skin. Seats and door skins, about it, I think, of this. And then all the floor and the carpet up through the back and the console would be that color. And this is her wood. So we'll just stick that like that and like that. That would be what's going on. And then we'll flip it over and then you can see what the carpet would be. You basically know what's going on. There you go. I think it looks amazing myself. Jolene's very happy with it. And that's all that really matters, that Jolene's happy with it. Let's get it straight. Jeff made the coasters for us when he did the woody. I think these are the pieces that were cut out for the gauges. And then he even veneered around the edge for us. Excellent. So we're just going to rip some tape off. Basically, there was a lot of, or Jolene said there was a lot of confusion about how we taped off the wheels. Basically, what I like to do is I like to paint with the wheels on, because you have to remember, I've painted wheels before, sandblast them, paint them all up, and then take them into the tire shop and get tires put on. You know what happens? The old paint gets ripped off, and it's not their fault. I mean, let's face it, you got a piece of plastic or a piece of metal going up against your wheel to put a tire on. You got to put the tire iron on and that sort of stuff to get your tire on, and that stuff there causes damage sometimes. So basically what we like to do is tape them off. Then there's no damage to the wheels. We have no damage to the rims whatsoever, and that's why we taped them up this way, and that's why we did it this way. No damage. You can do it any way you want to. Yes, you can. Don't we're only here for car content. We want to keep car content for people that are interested in cars. Basically, that's about it. If you're interested in cars, that's what we do it for, and nothing else. And for the people that want to know anything that's going on, if they want to know, we show how we do it, and then you can make it any way you want to do it. And then that's the way it rolls. So Jolene tucked the tape in there very nicely. All the edges of the wheels are painted nice. The little gun was the gun to use, in my opinion. So we're going to put these wheels on the rear end, and we'll slide the rear end underneath the chassis just so we can see what it looks like against the black. Hubcaps will go on last. Jolene wanted to put the hubcaps on, but once we put the hubcaps on, what happens after that, if you want to take the wheel off, then that means you have to get into a screwdriver and get into a pry bar to get that hubcap off, and then it becomes not fun. Then becomes damage. That's what it becomes damage. We used one roll of the 2-inch tape, and basically, to try to paper them up and try to wrap paper around them, flopping them, stuff like that, wasn't the way we wanted to do it. But like I said, you do it any way you want to. Any way you want to. Just car content. That's all it is, car content. We got quite a mess going on, but that's part of the job too. We'll get it cleaned up. Jolene woke up at 8 this morning looking like a 10. Got me coffee in bed. Thanks, baby. She's happy with her wheels. They look amazing. They really do. They look amazing. And this is urethane, Nason's urethane. It's a more reasonable price product that we buy. We get it at our Napa store. Takes a little bit to get this stuff off. Yes, it does. Jolene's got it tucked nicely so there's no paint on the wheels. She did an awesome job on that part. I'm going to let her do the valve stem. No touchy, Chatty. And what we did, we washed the wheels off with thinner first. Just took a rag of thinner and washed our tires off, and that way the tape stuck decent. If you do not wash your wheels, then sometimes the tape doesn't stick that good, and it becomes an issue. It's Saturday, and we had to dig our way in the shop. Forgot that it was Friday yesterday. Forgot it was Friday, but every day's, when you work every day seems like just a repeat. It's just a repeat. And but when I remember it's Friday, I'll make sure I scream it. It's Friday, and I really like how that looks like it's one piece there. I enjoy that, and I keep saying that, but I enjoy that. And I'm just looking over and seeing if the rims are hitting the, that's all I'm looking for, see if the rims are hitting the bench. This is almost better than Christmas morning because this is something that we're working on, having a lot of fun with. And I think Jolene's car is going to look amazing. The colors that she's picked, it's going to look amazing. Going to look amazing. And we already know that the design is amazing because, let's face it, it's timeless. I still can't picture, I can't picture in 1936 or whatever year this car was made, like when they made these cars, 36 or whatever, pulling up against, I think of a 1934 Ford. It's the essential hot rod, or a 32 Ford. Can you imagine, having your hot rod, 1934 Ford hot rod, and pulling up and having Jolene's car and pulling up beside of it? You would think, what the heck is that? You really would, I would think. Would you not? It'd be quite something to pull up beside a 34 Ford, maybe one that was chopped or whatever. But it would be something else to me. Alrighty. Clean on dusty poo-poos there. Beautiful. Now let's look at it for a second. Gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, I'm gonna go take one, put one back there. We're gonna take and put the rear end, put the wheels on the rear end, let the rear end down. And what I want to do is, after I let the rear end down, get it maybe set underneath the chassis, I'm going to make one of those ball joints. And then, after that, I think I'm going to go to the house and relax with Jolene. And we're going to put on the old tube and see if we can't watch the Hirahata Merc for sale on the Mecum auction. We want to watch that. And I just want to watch it. I want to see how it goes. And will you go to the other end, sweetheart, and just hold maybe down on the rear end, maybe, so it don't take off on me? Beautiful. You are. How's the color look against the black?
Really good.
Did you see that? I just dropped that nut.
This is heavy.
I didn't want to drop it on the wheel.
Babe, this is...
What?
I don't know if I have it.
Don't know if you can hold it?
No.
All right, she don't know if she can hold it, boys. All right. I think it's allowed to go crooked if it wants to. Let go. Yeah. You got her, Pontiac. I know you're not a Pontiac, but that's just a good saying. Alrighty-os. Good, nice and clean. That's the way we like things, nice and clean. Looks good. We get both wheels on, we'll get her matched up. Like me facing mirrors, match. And what I mean by match is they both belong to me. It's not that they look like each other. They're a match because they belong to me. That's what I'm saying anyways. Once we get the chassis rolling, get all that going, and then we'll be able to do the brakes and all that sort of stuff. But I'm gonna get this wheel on if I can. Now we're starting to ante up here a little bit, get equal out. We went and put some will and want. I went outside last night, and there's quite a bit of snow out back, and we didn't get any plow done. So what I went and did is I went and took my shovel, and I shoveled all the snow in behind the door, and then I went out and shoveled out the 40. I got Jolene in the truck and geared her up with a tow bar, or not a tow bar, but a tow strap, and we towed the 40 up, and we got it right in front of the door. And it's a good thing we did because there's 4 feet of snow out there. An easy 4 feet. I don't want to take the paint off yet. We'll just kind of, we've got a hubcap that covers anything, so just want to get down there snug. It looks good. Good thing you filled your rear end out, Jolene. It wouldn't look as good as it does. It looks amazing. It'll be nice when it's all done. It'll be nice when it's all done, and we can take a break from, this car and go on to another one. Basically, that's about what I like to do, is go on to another one. I'm going to strip back the plastic on the chassis. No, just take it off. We can put it back on. Sure we can. What do you want me to do? It's all dirt, just dirt, that's all it is. It's just dirt. I'm gonna let the rear end down. Are you able to hold that maybe? I'm gonna try to, no. I think we'll just try to, you just kind of guide it, if you will. Just don't put any pressure on it, just guide it, that's all. I'll try not to drop it too fast. and get this engine picker out of the way, get it over and pick Jarlene's engine up for the car, get that picked up so we can get it detailed. The white and black looks really good together.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to hit that, is it?
We'll see. Okay. It's going to be close. I want it to come more this way. And then I'm going to let it down. You want to just hold it there more or less. So it don't take off in any way. Just going to let it down so I can undo the... I want to undo these. They're still half tight. I guess that doesn't matter if it swings down around. It does not matter. I don't think it's going to hit. Just going to let it go down a little bit further. Just hold the rear end steady, will you please, and thank you. See this? Yeah, no. Just hold the wheel so it stays like that. Because it goes back, it's going to hit. I don't know if that's going to matter or not. What is going on there? I got a jack stand. Excuse me for a sec, baby. Jack stand it. Just a second, I'm going to let that back down again. Just going to put a piece of tape on top of that. I got a splinter in my boot, in my clickers. I got a splinter in my clickers. Just kind of putting tape on it so it don't bark her paint up. And that way there, she's not mad at me. She's not getting mad at me anyways. Take these off. This worked out good to hold the rear end up. And everything that's not painted, she can touch it up with nail polish. Dust going on there, baby. That don't hurt nothing, will it? That don't hurt nothing. So all this work that we're doing right now, really, you know, I mean, it means something. Yes, it does, but it's really not going to be visible when the car's done. It's not going to be visible. I'm going to push this. That's not going to hit that. Hopefully, is it? You're going to hit that? It is, isn't it? Alrighty. Kind of in a pickle here right the present second. Kind of in a pickle. That's going to hit that. Let's do this. Get it out of the way, I guess. I want to get the rear end sitting underneath the chassis so we can start hooking that up. This here is going to have to go ahead. Tell me if anything's going to hit, sweetheart.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. That's called nail polish. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
That didn't hurt nothing. Leave that right there for a second. Now I still got to. I want to pull that out. Oh, pull the pin first. All right, we'll leave that like that. Gonna hold the. Just hold that like that for a second. What I plan, that'll go underneath there like that, will it not? So what I'm going to do is, baby, maybe I'll get you to do that. Help me for a second. What I want to do is I want to put the jack stands underneath these pieces where the rear end goes. If we can take and move those. If we take and move those jack stands and put them underneath those.
Okay, just 1 sec.
We only have one jack stand in the front, so we should almost have two in the front, because it's not going to be stable. You're going to set that thing down? Mm-hmm. Where do you want to set it? Right on this table?
Yeah.
She's going to help me, boys. She's going to help me. Just get it in out of the way. Start hooking things up. So we're not going to knock the jack stands down anything at all. Okay, we're going to leave the jack stands right where they are, so it's going to come up higher. But I want the one jack stand, I want them turned the opposite way. So you have the jack stands are going this way right now. We're going to turn them this way.
Okay.
And try to put it in the center of the, you know what I mean, in the hollow spot of the, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to take this jack stand up there, and you're going to turn it this way. You're going to turn this piece this way, and put it underneath where the round spot is. So you're going to put them, it's going to go just like this.
Great.
Right across this.
Okay.
You don't want it on the frame.
Okay.
You want it on this thing.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put the jack stand right like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Good. If you don't, I'll explain it again. Yep, perfect. Yep, perfect. Got her?
Yep.
Good. Not going anywheres, not slipping and sliding. Good. We can let them down here in a second. Oh! Didn't want to do that, did I?
No.
Nope, it's all right. She's at it, boys. Well, I scuffed that with my boot, I did. What you can do, if you want to, you can just take a little bit of polish, and just go like that, and it'll polish right back up. You upset?
No.
Good. All right. You take this. Take that. I'm going to run this rear end in where it's supposed to be. And then sort of going to hold it up. And the wheel going to hit, is it, on your side?
Yep.
Watch both sides.
It's
Going to hit?
a little more. There you go.
All right. Let's get over your way a bit. Ah! All right. Can you put that jack stand underneath that? In the center of this? Good. Perfect. I'll fix that up for you. All right. Do I dare get in there? What I want to do is I want to bring the jack stands back out on this. Can we do that? Let's take your end in a little further. You'd hold the jack stand. Let's take your rear end in a little further. I'm going to take it in. It's like so. Put it.
There you go. Want me to come back?
Yeah, just come back some. There we go. Back a little further. Just put it underneath the center here. Underneath here. Yep. Good. All right. Not going to hit. We can go over your way some. What I'll do is we'll just pull the jack stands and we'll bring them back underneath here. We got to turn them back the other way.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Just pull them back just a little bit. That's fine. Good. Good. You're basically where it wants to go. Do we want to let it down some? Let's let it down some, get it more realistic, I guess. You can just let the clicker, let it down on the, yep. How many you got that one? Let's let it all the way down.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, let that all the way down, this one. Just pull them back where they're supposed to be. Pull the other one back a little bit. Beautiful, you are. Alrighty. Nothing wrong, didn't do anything, nothing on that. Beautiful. So we're in place of the rear end now. I guess it's kind of, let's just pull off the plastic, see what we got going on here. Because it's fun to take a look. That's the only reason I'm pulling it off. We can cover it up after. Yes, we can. Now, where I've touched that with my boot, it took, and there's nothing, you're not even going to see it, it's underneath the airbag. So it's nothing. If you want it to, right here is where I touched it with my boot. You can see I did a little tiny bit. You would just take a little bit of compound and just take your finger and rub on that, and it'll bring the shine right back up. Not a big issue, not an issue at all. But I just want to take a look at what's going on, what it looks like. Wow, your rear end's the shiniest piece. So right now, as we got that together like that, we got the back wheel, the rear end done. I have the back, I guess what you call these, the arms to hold the rear end in. I guess there would be a special name for that, whatever it is right now. This is the adjustment for back and forth, this one right here. This one here, I've welded this inside and then welded the jam nut. I welded the jam nut so it can't go anywheres. So this is for the distance. And this one right here, I've got action on this one for adjustment, for pitch. So if I want the rear end, this goes in like this. It bolts up to that right there, or it bolts up right here, runs back to the rear end. So this one on the top has got nothing. This will be the distance, so I know the distance where I can make it, wherever I want to make it. In the bottom one, I screw it out if I want the rear end to tilt down. Then I screw it all the way in if I want the rear end to come up. So it's going to stay on this, but this will make it pivot. So if I have any issues anywheres, there's adjustment. So yeah, that's what's going on there. So I have to get those sanded and painted. I'll probably sand those down, epoxy, and paint. That's basically all I'll do. We have the front control arm here. We're going to make a ball joint out of that. I have the ball joint here, was on the top of that, or no, it was on the top of that side, and it fits in there. I could take, there's a couple ways I could do it if you didn't have the ball joint. I could take a piece of paper, like always, stick it up in there, and make it that way. Here's a hole. I might as well just make it and call it a day. Then we'll do the center piece. Just trying to get my mitts on it. And basically that's what I'd have. I have my 3 holes, my pattern. Put my marker on it first, so I know exactly what's going on. And basically, this would be my pattern. As I have the hole there, this would be my pattern for my holes that I'm cutting on the new one. So what would happen is, or what's going to happen is, I'll take this off. How do you like the wheels against your car? Look good? Good. Cut that out, set that down over top of that, and then we'll have a pattern to cut out to make our lower bottom ball joint. Where this piece has, this is what was original in it. I think they moved away from that because it was not necessary, maybe a lot more metal being used. But where we have this metal welded on top of it, when we have this big piece over here, I don't think it needs any more strength. We strengthen it up with, putting the perforated metal, welding it down there, a piece of round rod over there, this bar coming. That's all. That's not going anywhere. It's basically all it needs is a ball joint. Basically, that's all it needs. And I'm just actually going to cut. I have one here like this. I could throw that on there. To know exactly. Maybe I should have done that. Where'd my marker go? Cut that little premature I did. Just do this. Put a piece of tape on it and fix it. Won't hurt nothing at all. Tape it on the back side. And then we'll cut it. Just like Sunday school. Just like Sunday school. Basically what I want. It's going to go on top of there like so. Probably could pull that rubber off to, no, probably not. Doesn't really much matter. But you basically get what I'm doing here. I'm going to cut these holes out, draw the holes, draw the lines around it, cut that shape out, and bolt it up underneath that arm. Let's cut the holes. Basically all I'm doing is transferring, I'm going to get a razor blade, excuse me sweetheart. I'm just transferring the pattern over to that arm so I can make it fit. That's all I'm doing. Nothing. Sound down?
Nope, you're good.
I'm good? Sometimes. Kind of a small table going on there, but yeah, I'm used to it. I'm used to working on the floor. I'm going to break that off because it's not making me happy. Set that there. Don't want to cut my fingies. The wind was really vicious here last night. Really vicious. It blew one of my Texaco letters off the garage and broke it. Didn't like that. But it happens. It's hard here to keep something nice. The weather generally beats it up. Got it, baby? Mm-hmm. The weather generally beats it up. That's part of life, I guess. It's a part of life. I had a hole punch, and I'm not sure what I did with it, like always. It's nice to have a hole punch in this sort of stuff. You just hole punch it and be done with it. It's hard to believe, but I am a little bit excited about chopping the 40 out there. That's going to be fun, making it look like a coupe. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on it, just a little bit of time to make me happy. And then we'll get back at Jolene's car. We'll try to have this thing done for summer. I think that she's picked out all the right colors for her, and to make the car really look smoking. Just like Jolene, smoking. Alrighty. Nope, on this piece. Nope, just like this. Basically, I want to center that.
Do we have any white markers?
It would be nice if we did.
I think we do.
Do we?
Yeah.
We have silver markers?
I think.
Good call, Jolene. So we got a silver marker. We're going to try it. We got a silver marker. Yes, we do. Good call, Jolene. Good call. Good call. Man, I love you. Basically, what I want to do is I want to get that centered in the ball joint, so it'll go up through the hole nice. There's Fina Bina. And I guess basically just going to draw a basic line there where we're cutting this bad boy out. Basic. I'm not going to do anything with the front because I can buzz that off after. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make it look even when I decide to cut it. So I got 3 holes to drill in that bad boy. They look centered, they look right to me. And all I'm doing is transferring the ball joints that I had over to this, drilling the holes, cutting it, and then going to bolt it up underneath that one. I'm going to use my arch enemy, the drill. It's not my arch enemy, it's just I don't go to a drill much because of sometimes they don't work the best for me. I'm going to take it and put it down on the ground. I like it on the ground, and I can tell you why. It has no chance to fall. You must admit it has no chance to fall. We'll do a small drill bit, and then we'll do a bigger one, obviously. No, it's not obvious, but that's what I'm going to do. Do that one. It's fine. Get a drill bit in that bad boy already. Maybe I should use the one I have in it. Yeah, we'll go with this one. possibly used that one up probably the last time. What I mean by used it up is got it hot and dulled it probably. After I get the ball joints up in there, then I'll be able to connect the spindles, and then it's onto the brakes, and then I can put the front wheels on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Put that in. That seems dull to me. Seems dull to me. Probably should have left the one ahead in it. Not very patient with that, with a drill, as you can tell. But did I ever make the right call? Oh, my poor little man, I drilled a hole in it. Just joking. I'm going to get a little... You like that, did you, baby? Huh? I get a little penetrating fluid, a little crown on that bad boy. A little crown. Just because. I don't know, just because. There's the impatience going. Beautiful. Alrighty. We have 3 holes. We'll blow that off, make sure there's no metal filings up in there when we go to do that. We're going to get our bigger drill bit. All size that we need. And that's not in there. I'm going to get another size here. Just going to check the hole in the ball joint, see if it's the right size. That'll work. Or I say, yeah, that'll work. Here we go. We're going to go with it. And it doesn't look too bad. If it isn't, I'll sharpen it. I'll sharpen it. Hoping that we're looking good. I guess the main thing is we get the holes on. And then I can cut that out with a zip cut. I'm not going to cut the front part yet. I'm not sure. The part might fit right underneath there nicely. It's got the exact same shape as that, so it should be perfect. Hoping. With gumdrops on top. Alrighty, let's hit her with a little bit of penetration fluid here. See what happens. That doesn't hurt that mat at all. Gives it. Getting your ball joints a little dirty, but we'll clean them up before we put them in. Beautiful. Get some air going. Blow those out. Actually, I'm going to cut it first, and then we'll clean it up, make it look like something. Zip cut right here. And we looked this morning, and it does, you know, we have found them, but when it says, then it says it sends an arm and everything, and then we'll basically probably get the exact same thing that we've already sent for them. Where we have it already, we may as well use it, excuse me. We may as well use it. Had we not, baby? Mm-hmm. We may as well. Glasses. Where did I put them bad boys? I want to cut that. See my glasses? I had my glasses. I thought I did. I have my glasses. Someone's saying that where the glasses are. I know it. The glasses are right there. You see them? I'd like to have my bifocals because the reason is because if I can see better. I know you got your safety glasses there, but all right.
Are they under on the chair over there, maybe?
Maybe.
Under the paper. No?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Oh, right here.
Ah, hiding on me. Thank you very much. She's not only beautiful, boys, she knows where my glasses are. All right, let's cut this. That is an easy 8th plate, easy. Very thick, well done. Nice. Ah! I haven't heard that, man. Got caught on me. It's hard to cut this way, right? Don't do as I do. Isn't that they always say? Don't do as I do. I don't need that mat underneath there, I don't think. Piece of cardboard would be nice. Scratching it all up. I'm going to paint it anyways, no doubt in my mind, but. It's a shame for all that, you know, nice arm that we just need the ball joint. There it is. We'll clean that up. And that bad boy's going in there like that. Ta-da. That'd be great. That'd be perfect. Cut some little bit off the edge there. We got to cut off here. See there? Mm-hmm. Right on the edge. Well, I think we'll. I guess the thing with a grinder is just not force it. Sometimes I do force it. Let's face it, sometimes I do, but just don't force it. If you start forcing it, it'll start jumping on you like you seen there. And, you know, when you're talking about safety, any chance you're doing something like this, using a table saw, using a skill saw, using a grinder, using a drill, there is always the chance of hurting yourselves. Yes, there is. Driving a car, riding a motorcycle, you know, doing anything, doing the dishes. You can jam your hand in the cup too hard and turn the dishcloth and cut your hand by breaking the cup. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, so you really have to understand if you're going to do anything, there is a possibility of getting hurt. And if you don't get hurt, you might not be doing anything. I don't know. Basically, what I'm thinking, now I have to grind that all off nicely. All right, if anybody needs ball joints for a 65 Mustang, I'm making ball joints. But there you go, that's what's going on. We'll bolt her in like that. Got our holes lined up. Good. Through there like that, and bang, bang. Boom, it's good. I'm going to take a flapper wheel. It's a little bit hot. Where's the castle nut? Did I leave the castle nut up there? I hope I did. Here I go again. Leave that right there. Just going to grab the flapper wheel. I'm going to get a pair of gloves on too. I'm going to get close. And that's what I got to do for two of them. I got to do two of them that way, one for each side. Very, very happy with the thickness of the metal of them arms. Crazy, crazy thickness. Nice. And what I mean by crazy thickness, I mean that's thick. It's over 1/8 plate. I'm going to put a glove on. Put 2 gloves on. What the heck? We'll clean her up, and then we'll do that. Round the corners up nice. And that's what we ordered. We just wanted a ball joint, didn't we, baby? We didn't want the arm and everything, man. Take off all the sharp stuff. We'll put a little paint on that. And up in there, right. And then we will bolt that up in there like so. You can see the hole there. I got it lined up like that. And we'll put the ball joint. to her just like that. We'll tighten her up and say yeehaw. Right, baby? Mm-hmm. Very happy with that. So that's what we got to do is we're going to bolt them up. I could probably stick a couple bolts in it right now, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's give away a hat or a shirt. Let's give away a hat or a shirt. So I got to do 2 of those. We got to cut that. And I'm going to hang it up and spray it first before I put it in there. I'll probably put a little bit of, I got a spray bomb here of zinc chromate. I just got a spray bomb of it. I'll spray it with the zinc for the metal, and then I'll just put a little, probably a little satin black on it. So it's, I don't want to leave bare metal around the edge of the ball joint. You know what's going to happen? It'll rust. So we'll take some tape and wrap it around the rubber here. We'll wrap that. We'll tape this off. We'll tape the nice bottom off. We'll tape that off so that's nice still. Put a piece of 2-inch on it, then cut it with a razor blade. We'll keep that clean. And then we'll zinc chromate the rest of it around there with this stuff. It's just like a yellow zinc chromate to keep it from rusting. And then we'll satin black it, and then we'll put it up underneath there so it's got paint on it. Let's give away a hat or a shirt. Also, we've got 2 or more of these that we're going to give away, and we'll do that right after we draw for the hat or shirt. Where did you take this one out of the pack? There it is. Take that out of the package, did you?
Yeah, I must have.
Okay, I'm putting it back in the package. You got the one in the house for?
Yep, the guy that won yesterday.
If he has to get a hold of you, right?
Yeah.
He has to give me information. I've got 2 right here that got some curves on them, and we'll give them away when we get up there. All right, let's give a hat or shirt away. I like the white against the black chassis. Really looks nice. You know what? Like 90% of that you're not even going to see. Like you're going to see a little bit of the wheels, but 90% of it you're not going to see. And it's nice to be able to see it like that. We're soon going to have it rolling, and then we're going to roll it in there. It's going to be nice. We're hoping that the Motorama Custom Car Motorsport Expo, Sport Expo, March 11th, 12th, 13th. I'm not sure what's going on yet. But if you want tickets for the MotoramaShow.com, there's where you get their information. We will be there 3 days. We're not sure what 3 days it's going to be, but we got our fingers crossed because we'd like to go to the show and meet everybody and see some nice cars. And talk to people about their process, how they did their cars, more or less. You want to go, Fina? See how they did their cars and how far off were we and how far, where they're going. We're, just different opinions and different ways to do things, basically. And see how nice they really are, how much work is involved, how many hours, that sort of stuff. $666 comments. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it. We really do. The wheels turned out absolutely awesome. They turned out absolutely awesome. I love the color. I think Jolene did a great job. Southern Nacho?
Yep.
Southern Nacho. You have won a hat or a shirt of your choice. Will be in black and white pearl.
Will be nice and black.
Be nice. Will be nice, black and white pearl. There you go. No white pearl, sorry. Maybe Jolene will have some pearl necklaces on it or something like that. But it is going to look nice. We thank you for taking your time and writing in. You get a hat or a shirt of your choice. That's basically what I say. And I got 2 pieces of wood here from the dash. And I'm going to give these to Bald and Dangerous and Benton for their outstanding participation on our YouTube channel. I want to give you guys both a piece of wood because I think you both deserve it. And I picked out a couple curvy pieces, and Jolene will send them to you. Like it's a little bit of work for Jolene to do the filming and get them sent off. So be patient with her if if it doesn't get there tomorrow. She have give her your address and she'll get them sent off to you. And we want to thank Benton and Bald and Dangerous for doing a great job. And yeah, we're going to give them a couple pieces of wood because we think they deserve it. And Super Nacho, or Southern Nacho, gets a hat or a shirt of his choice. We appreciate all the comments. Keep them coming. And as we keep continuing, it'll just get more and more and more, and the better it will look every time we add something to it. So maybe next time we get the ball joints done and get the brakes on, Get the front wheel. There's a little more white going on. Get the airbags. Get the chrome. Ooh, it's going to look good. All right, everybody, signing out. Have a great day. I'm going in the house to watch the Mecum auction. The Hirahata Merc is coming up for sale, and I want to see what it goes for. And I want to see what all the other cars go for. I hope that, yeah, the auctions, to me, like, I mean, whatever the price is, the price is. But don't think, you know, just because some car went for 400,000 or some car went for 20,000 doesn't mean what your car is worth. It's worth whatever you think it's worth. You know, it's worth the eyes of the beholder. You know, that's what it is to me. And for someone to put their car in an auction, it's a big deal. You know, it's a chance you have to take. And I'm not a big chance taker, but there's a lot of people out there that are, and I wish them all the luck they get. Have a good one, everybody.